Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. So the latest trade rumor going around the NBA right now is the idea of the Cleveland Cavaliers believing that they have a trade package to send over to the Philadelphia 76ers to acquire Ben Simmons this NBA offseason. So for today's video, we are going to put together our own trade package. I already did. And we are going to get Ben Simmons on the Cavaliers and see if this fit even makes sense. So keep in mind, Ben Simmons is coming off another big-time injury, like he's going to be out for the season now. So if I'm the Cleveland Cavaliers, I'm not exactly like breaking the entire team up to get Ben Simmons. Like, obviously, it's going to require a lot of young assets and draft picks and stuff like that. But I'm not trading every single damn young player on my team to get Ben Simmons. Because at that point, you got Ben Simmons and you got nothing else. You got no assets. You got no players. You got no, draft picks. None of that stuff, right, man? So based off of reading a few articles and stuff like that, I feel like that I put together a pretty fair and realistic trade package. Now, obviously, there's going to be sides on the Cavaliers being like, there's no way we give up that player. And, there's going to be the Ben Simmons and 76er fans that be like, well, we want this guy, this guy, this guy. Like, that's not what we're doing out here, man. We're leaving the Cavaliers with some pieces so they can actually build around Ben Simmons instead of just having Ben Simmons, which is, essentially useless if you have nothing else around him, right, man? So, yeah, before we get going on today's video, if you guys don't mind dropping that like, 1,000 likes is always the goal. And I'm thinking, man, I want to do the 76er side of this for tomorrow's video. I'm still kind of thinking about it. So you guys want to see that, drop a like on this video, and I'll definitely consider doing that. It should be a lot of fun here, man. But this is the trade that I put together. I thought it was pretty good. We'll see what you guys have to think about it, man. We got a trade of Ben Simmons, Mike Scott in exchange for Kevin Love, purely for salary cap reasons. Kevin Porter, who the Cavaliers actually said was the most hesitant player that they would actually want to give away in any sort of trade. But I figured, man, like Colin Sexton, I thought would be a great fit alongside Ben Simmons. So I was like, well, I can't keep Kevin Porter and Colin Sexton. I have to choose between the two. And I ultimately chose Colin Sexton, guys. Also tossing in Darius Garland, their future point guard of the team, obviously, and 3 first-round picks. I did not give up the 2020 pick just because it's another case where you don't want to give up everything, right? Like, we got to be able to now build around Ben Simmons, right, man? So that is the trade I went with. I guess I only did, I did 3 first-round picks, guys. So let me know what you guys think about that trade. Should I have tossed in Colin Sexton? Should I have tossed in this year's first-round draft? You guys let me know. Like I said, we try and keep things interesting too, though, man. So, obviously nobody knows what the actual trade is, so very curious what your guys' trade package is in the comment section below. So, will be a very interesting also for the Philadelphia 76ers going forwards. Like I said, if you want to see that rebuild, drop a like on this video so I know that. But yeah, guys, we are focusing on the Cleveland Cavaliers. And honestly, the reason why I wanted to keep Colin Sexton on here is just because this guy is a natural scorer. This guy can get you, 20 points per game for the next decade at least, right? Probably even 15 years. Really tries hard enough out there. So what I'm thinking is putting Ben Simmons at the small forward position and kind of going the route, kind of like what the Los Angeles Lakers do with LeBron James. Like everything's ran through LeBron, but they have, Danny Green and KCP out there. Like, obviously those guys are not point guards, but they can definitely shoot the ball and stuff. You just run things through him, right? So that's kind of the idea with Ben Simmons. So I would like to get myself another really good, shooting point guard on this team, or even put, Sexton at the point guard spot and get, a different shooting guard. Something like that, man. Obviously, we have Andre Drummond, for another season also, because there's no way in hell he's going to decline that $29 million player option, because he's not going to see that type of payday ever again. So he'll be on the team. The pick and roll here, even the defense, should be actually be pretty damn interesting. I'm really excited to see what this is all about. We got Thompson, who's expired. Probably not going to bring him back. Larry Nance, we do need a power forward. He's got an 81 three-point shot. I'm actually kind of cool with letting Larry Nance Jr. start on this team. I feel like that could be a really solid fit. Once again, good athleticism out there. This team is definitely going to be running the basketball and stuff like that. We also have our pick in the draft. I think it's a top 4, 5, or 6 pick, something like that, man. J.D. Osmond, Dante Exum, got Mike Scott now. So, yeah, you get down below, and it's not the greatest. That's what she said. But no, top of the team, it's pretty decent, man. I think we got quite, we got some money to work with. Not a ton of money, but we got some salary cap that we can do some things with out here, guys. For the staff signing, we currently have, Mike or John Beilein is no longer the coach of the team, so we're going to fire him real quick here, get ourselves a new head coach. And I'm thinking Michael Stafer's probably the way to go, pace and space. We want to run the pace through Ben Simmons, but space the team out, so we are going to go with him as the head coach of the team, assuming that he, signs up for the position, and he does. There we go. So, Michael Stafer as the head coach. Okay, let's go ahead and hit up this NBA draft. So, ideal world, would be to get Anthony Edwards. I don't think it's going to happen. I think he'll probably go, you know, probably top 2 or 3 pick out there. But if he fell to us, that'd be absolutely amazing. I might even try to package some sort of trade together to get him, just because, like, him with Colin Sexton, Ben Simmons, like, GG, guys. That's going to be absolutely fantastic. So, keep in mind, the draft order is not correct, because start to date is still broken in 2K20, man. You got to love that. So, yeah, not a big deal. We got a trade of... Okay, that just happened. Literally, the first pick in the draft was just traded. Oh, no, I think they got the second overall and LaMarcus Aldridge. Interesting. Okay, man. LaMarcus on the Pelicans for a season 2 would actually work out a lot. And there's Anthony Edwards. Damn, San Antonio Spurs had to take my guy out there. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, let's go ahead and send to the user pick right here. So as far as players available, we got James Wiseman, not going to get him. RJ Hampton could be interesting. He could definitely be interesting. He is 6'5" point guard, 6'8" wingspan. We got Killian Hayes out there. You know, Cole Anthony would be a big-time scorer for us. But Killian would just be like a smart player to have. I'm kind of considering him, man. Let me see if we can find some sort of trade package for, you know, to get Anthony Edwards. I don't think it's going to happen, though. I'll toss in, like, Jetty Osman. I don't think it's going to be enough, though, guys. That's, we got LaMelo Ball. I mean, we could do that. Yeah, we're not going to get LaMelo again. Bam Adebayo, Miles Bridges, Rudy Gobert. So, obviously, some really good trades out here. Seth Curry, Jalen Brunson. Get the man TJ Warren. You know, take over with him. And then, oh, there we have it, guys. We got Anthony Edwards for the 4th pick and Jetty Osman. You know what? I have to do it. I'm just too geeked up about the idea of this team right here, man. So, our starting 5 actually is pretty much, like, good to go. I'm not saying Larry Nance is, like, the greatest power forward we have out there, but, you know, it kind of works, man. So, we got Edwards, 79 overall player. That's who I really wanted. Team player options. We got Ante Zizic for $3 million. Yeah, he's only 23. We'll bring him back. Sure, why not? We'll probably be the back of the Drummond this season. Matt and Dean, let those guys walk. You know, save the $2 million, unfortunately, for them. And yes, okay, we actually don't really have any money freed up, so that's fun. We could get Thompson back, sign and trade, you know, maybe try to find a better power forward, or even just use Thompson off the bench. You know, we'll probably go that route. So get him signed up. Let's get out of the moratorium period. Okay, so point guards. We got Dante Exum. I'll take like a Trey Burke. You guys always know I love me some Trey Burke. You know, just a nice scorer to have on the team. Small forward stop, we no longer have Jetty, so somebody to back up, you know, Ben Simmons. Probably want to go with more of a shooter in this case. Let's go with like a Kent Bazemore. You know, just so we can have like a different, you know, look over there. Shooting guard, not like too much available. Power forwards, I mean, Myers Leonard is always decent to get, so we got him signed up. All right, man, I'm going to go ahead and simulate to the beginning of the regular season, see exactly what this team's looking like, see what type of trades we need to make, and yeah, we're going to go from there. Okay, guys, so this is what the team is looking like going into the beginning of the regular season. We got Colin Sexton at point guard, Anthony Edwards at the 2 spot, we got Ben Simmons at the 3, Larry Nance at the 4, and Andre Drummond at the center position. I think this is definitely a playoff team. To me, this is probably like... Well, it depends how Anthony and Colin can play together. I think it should be fine. But I'm thinking this could be like a 5th seed in the Eastern Conference, no doubt. Benching, you do have Thompson, Trey Burke, Myers Leonard, and Kent Bazemore. Definitely going to go with the 9-man rotation. Still considering trading Tristan away, though. I don't know, man. Like, part of me is like, maybe just keep him around for the season. But we could see what we get offered up for him. So we'll give about 32 minutes right there. Get you at about 31. Yeah, let's get, I mean, y'all know I like playing my starters, guys. There we go. We got 9 free minutes from Mike Scott right there. That was just kind of sneaking at the bottom of the rotation. Simmons got to be playing about 38. Let's get Drummond over here at about 34 and Larry Nance at 30. That looks pretty good to me right there. And like I said, Trey Burke and Colin Sexton, both those guys are both good scoring guards that can play with Ben Simmons, no doubt. So for our system, we got a 3-star pace and space. Not like ideal, but it's looking okay. Actually, I'm kind of thinking the 7-second offense. Now let's do that. I can never find a coach that actually does 7-second outside of Mike D'Antoni, though. So that should be fine. And I guess, like I was saying, we could look at trades for Thompson just to see what's offered up here, man. I'll even toss in like Dante Exum. There we go, man. We'll see what's offered up for that. We got Al Horford and Shake Milton. That's definitely not bad. Otto Porter, Daniel Gafford, Patty Mills, Justice Winslow, Willie Cauley-Stein, Clint Capella, Kelly Olynyk. Okay, yo, Buddy Hield. Okay, I mean, I don't want to use Buddy Hield as a 6-man. That's the whole reason, like, why the Kings are probably going to trade him away. This is actually pretty nice. We got Nerlens Noel for a season, and we could also get Terrence Ross, who is just, like, you know, could be, like, a 6-man of the year for us. So, he definitely doesn't mind coming off the bench. You know what? I think I'm gonna do that trade here, guys. I'm gonna do that trade. Let me get, let me get Terrence Ross and Nerlens Noel just for a backup and cheaper center than Thompson is. Makes a lot of sense. But yeah, I'm gonna do the whole rotation, everything like that again, guys. So you don't gotta watch that again. And yes, we are going to simulate this first NBA season. I am predicting 50 wins. I think this Cavaliers team with Ben Simmons on it, this new look team, 50 wins. 64-17. I definitely was not expecting that record for this team, but sometimes, you know, you just put together a squad and it just works out. Now, obviously, it's the regular season. There's so many times where I'll win like mid-60 games and then I'll lose in the playoffs. I'm just like, you know, like I'll lose like freaking first round to the Atlanta Hawks or something like that. And, you know, so I don't take too much merit in the regular season, but it's still nice to know that this team is working together. We got Giannis as MVP. We got Cole Anthony, Rookie of the Year. I was thinking about getting him, but, you know, we ultimately did go with Anthony Edwards. DeMarcus as six-man, Kawhi Defensive Player. John Morant, Most Improved. Michael Staver, Coach of the Year. People say I look like this man right here, apparently. All-NBA first, All-NBA second, and All-NBA third. So we do have Ben Simmons making that now as a 94 overall player. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, Anthony Edwards, All-Rookie first team. Love seeing that. And yes, we are obviously the first seed in the Eastern Conference. Let's go with the player stats on the season. And we got Simmons at 24 points, 7 rebounds, 10 assists per game. Man, he is, yes, nearly a triple-double machine out there. I love seeing him take a few more shots out there. You know, the 24 points per game is nice. Obviously, still not shooting threes. I'm not going to force the issue. If he doesn't want to shoot them, it's not that big a deal to me. We got Drummond at 20 points and 13 rebounds. So that's got to be one of his better seasons. I think that actually is, yeah, that is his career high in scoring and right up there with his career high in rebounding. Efficiency is good. Love seeing that. Defense was very nice. I mean, if the contract's right, guys, might have to bring Drummond back to this team. We got Colin Sexton, 18 points and 6 assists. That's why I love him on the squad with Ben Simmons, because he can just focus on scoring, but obviously he still has good playmaking. Defense actually isn't even that bad these days either, so in anything he does like there, Ben Simmons and Drummond will definitely help with. Edwards, rookie season, 17-5. Trey Burke at 12-4 off the bench. Larry Nance, 11.6 rebounds, not bad. I love the nearly 1 steal, 1 block per game because, we didn't really ask him to do that much. He was definitely the 5th option on this team, so that's pretty solid. Terrence Ross was fantastic as a 6-man. All right, let's see how these playoffs go. First round, we do have the Brooklyn Nets. Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, that's what I'm talking about. We can very well just lose in the first round right here. Simulate round, see how it goes, and well, we kind of have it our way with the men. We got them 4-0. Milwaukee Bucks in the second round. Wouldn't that really suck? Like, you just get past Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, and now it's like, all right, next up you got Giannis. Here we go. That's the Eastern Conference these days, guys. At least the next season it will be. Simulate round right here, and got them in a 7-game series. 27 points for Colin Sexton coming up big. We scored 152 points. We got 25 and 15 for Drummond, 23 11 assists for Edwards. Love his passing abilities too. Triple-double game for Ben Simmons. And then our bench unit really was a big part of this game for us also. But yeah, Giannis dropping 34. That's okay. Nobody else could do nothing out there. And now we have the Miami Heat in the Eastern Conference Finals. We don't really see them there that often in these videos. Simulate round, see how this goes. And yeah, it's just too easy. And we do have the 6 seed OKC Thunder, man. It's like the game is actually like handing us a championship by giving us the 6 seed. But then again, if they are in the finals, they're obviously a really good team. They were able to beat the 2nd seed, got past the 7th seed who beat the Lakers. All right, man, we're getting a championship with the Cavaliers in the first season. Let's figure this out. Simulate round. And there you have it, guys. Very first season of the rebuild. We got the Cleveland Cavaliers as NBA champions. It just goes to show just how, like, one player can just totally change a franchise. And the Cleveland Cavaliers know that better than anybody, guys. Like, obviously, like, not having LeBron James was a bit different for the franchise than when LeBron James came back, and won this team a championship. We got Ben Simmons, Finals MVP, 21 points, 7 rebounds, and 9 assists with 3 steals and 1 block. There we have it, guys. But you all know I don't just do 1 season rebuilds. We at least do 2 seasons. See if we can run it back with this squad. So not really going to worry about the NBA draft. Really the big choice here is, do we want to bring back Andre Drummond? I feel like after last season we definitely should. But I know we're not going to get him, for very cheap. We do get Josh Christopher as with the 30th pick in the draft. Definitely going to bring him to the squad. 6'6" shooting guard. Actually like a 5-star, prospect too yeah, he is in college, right? Because he was going to go to Michigan. Then he chose, I believe, Arizona State. Okay, apparently my game is frozen. There we go. Team player options. Sexton back. Dylan Windler, who actually could be a nice little bench addition to this team. Very good, sharpshooter and stuff. So he'll probably be in the rotation, I would imagine. Dean Wade is back. I don't remember even bringing you back last season. Let's get Zizic back on the team. There we go. Moratorium period. Okay, so we got some money freed up, but I believe that's because, you know, Colin Sexton is due a little bit of a payday. And Drummond? No, wait, we actually had a team option. So, yes, we can decide. Do we want to bring back Drummond, or do we want to go for another big-name free agent? So, looking at players available, you know, we could go Derrick Rose. Don't really need a player like that. We got Derek White, could be interesting. Gordon Hayward. Went with Gordon. No, because it's like Sexton, we want to consider starting him. Mirotic and other centers, we got Steven Adams and Marcus Aldridge. So, yeah, I'm thinking we just get Drummond back. I mean, obviously, he would not get this money in real life, but it is 2K. You know, you can't really make it so he gets more of a realistic contract because, you know, realism in 2K just simply does not go hand in hand. But I will get him back on the team here, guys. There we go. Drummond is back on the squad. Power forwards, we got Bjelica. He would actually be a really solid stretch big to have, you know, played alongside, what's his name, Larry Nance Jr., so hopefully he'll sign up. There we go. That should be nice. Point guards, I'll take a little Avery Bradley. Sure, why not, man? A little defense out there. Knows how to play off the guys, like, you know, like LeBron James, Ben Simmons, both similar styles of play. Besides for that, though, man, I think once again we are pretty much good to go. There wasn't a lot of change. Like, the team was a 64-win team, and we won a championship. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it, man. Let's go ahead and simulate to the beginning of the regular season. Okay, so we have the same starting five going to the final season of this rebuild. Colin Sexton, Edwards, Ben Simmons, Larry Nance, and Andre Drummond. Sexton is progressing really nice. He's actually more like an 89 overall because I think his rating goes up 3 points at the shooting guard spot. Edwards looking great out there. Ben Simmons up to a 95 overall, which he definitely should be after winning Finals MVP last season. Bench, you know, still looking pretty much the same out there. We got Bjelica about 18 minutes per game, down to a 77 overall, but that 3-point shot ain't going nowhere. Then we got Zizic, you know, getting about 11 minutes. Windler is going to be in the lineup, you know, or going to be on the bench, you know, about 10 minutes. That's all I can really afford to give him out there. But, yeah, guys, we are going to go ahead and simulate this final season. Hopefully, we have a similar result as last year. We can build this team into a dynasty. Wouldn't that be crazy, man, if, like, you know, LeBron James brought them one championship and Ben Simmons brings them 2 in 2 years? That would literally be insane, man. Let's go ahead, simulate this final season, the rebuild, and see how this Ben Simmons team can do. Okay, guys, so we got one more game against the New York Knicks. If we beat them, 70-12, man. Dynasty alert. Now, before we do that game, I actually real quick here wanted to see how the, you know, the good old Philadelphia 76ers are doing. I'll see what their squad's looking like. So they got... Oh, yeah, that's right, man. They literally draft, like, they literally get, like, 17 centers on their team. I don't know what's wrong with this squad. They always do that. But they got Joel Embiid. Apparently, Jimmy Butler is back on the squad. You know, second-string point guard, Clint Capella. Third-string shooting guard, Mitchell Robinson, Matisse Thybulle. Garland's up to an 83 overall, so that's nice. We still got Al Horford on the team. What the hell is... What are you doing? What is this management doing? So many centers, guys. They're literally hoarding all the centers of the NBA, but I don't understand it. That's 2K for you guys. But they got 390 overalls, 89 overall, 83 overall. So the team is actually in a pretty good situation. One more game against the Knicks and finish the W. So we are 70-12. Ben Simmons was unable to get MVP. We do got Darius Garland, most improved players. So there we go, 76er fans. If you're in the comments section saying, man, you gave the Cavaliers a dynasty and we got Darius Garland, most improved bitch-ass player, man. You're good to go. Ben Simmons did get All-NBA third again. So not really getting close to that MVP award. I just don't think he scores enough to really win MVP, you know what I'm saying? But we are the first seed, no doubt, in the conference. 76ers are in the playoffs as the 5th seed. We very well could see them in the second round. But let's go to these player stats. Drummond leading scorer this time. Ben Simmons, you know, scoring down a little bit, but I think he played a little bit less minutes. Colin Sexton, Anthony Edwards still scoring out there very nicely. I mean, once again, man, the team was dominant. We had 70 wins, so yes. Okay, first round, Toronto Raptors. Simulate round right here. See how this goes. And it's looking pretty good. Yep, we get them 4-0. And we do have the Philadelphia 76ers here in the second round. Simulate round. Are they going to get revenge against us? And no, they do not. Not even close. 4-1. And it's not really revenge because they literally agreed to the trade. So, yeah. Can't believe Jimmy Butler's back on the team, though. It's ridiculous. Okay, we got the third seed Milwaukee Bucks. Simulate round right here. And get them 4-2. I just feel like nobody can stop us at this point. It's just literally the perfect team. Here we go. Los Angeles Lakers, simulate round. Cleveland Cavaliers, LeBron against the Cavaliers, man. Love to see it. And there we go. We get them 4-1. Drummond, your finals MVP this time around. Can't believe y'all just got him for Brandon Knight, man. You literally got him for Brandon Knight. Now he's a finals MVP. But yeah, hope you guys did all enjoy this video. Like I said, man, I don't know if the trade was realistic. I mean, obviously, they very well could give up this year's draft pick. Colin Sexton could be included. I thought it was a fun way to do it. So yeah, you guys let me know what y'all think about the trade. Let me know what trade I should have done. Thank you all so much for watching, and peace out, my friends.